Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we'll be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Thursday, May 22nd. We have 9 games in total. We're going to break down all of our matchups today, go game by game, and try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? And also maybe what the final scores might be. And we'll be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. If you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going over every game every single day, and also touching on those best bets and predictions. If you're a sports fan, we also have all the football news going on. We have the NFL draft just happened, college football, transfer portal, spring football going on right now. Once the football season starts, we do the predictions. We do the best bets for every game, every single weekend as well. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree, disagree, drop your comments below. I will make sure to respond to every single one of them. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment. You can sign up there. We would definitely appreciate that. So you have 9 games in total. There are some teams taking a rest today, but we have some really good matchups, and we're closing out some series here. So let's go ahead and get started. Our very first one we have kicking everything off is going to be at 12:35 p.m. We have the 25 and 25, the 500 Texas Rangers blowing that game last night versus the 29 and 19 New York Yankees. Right now, the Yankees first place in the AL Central. The Rangers are third place in the AL West. Right now, the Rangers a 37% chance to win this one. The Yankees a 63% chance to win. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. New York is minus 165. The Rangers are plus 140 with the Rangers. When you look at this team on paper, this is actually a pretty stacked offensive roster, but the bats have not been hitting the entire season. Yes, they had some injury issues, Seager and stuff like that, but the bats haven't gotten going, but they are capable of a lot more production as of right now. One thing they do have going for them has been a very consistent pitching rotation this entire season. Right now, they're averaging 3.5 runs a game, hitting 227, 50 home runs, 41 steals. They're only giving up 3.24 runs per game. That is solid pitching. That's going to keep you in any one of these games. But the Yankees, they can beat you multiple ways. This is the number 1 scoring offense in baseball now. They're averaging 5.8 runs a game, hitting 261. Number 1 in home runs, 79 home runs this season. 33 steals, only giving up 3.54 runs per game. Just to let you know how good that is, they don't even have their ace this season. Cole, he's out for the season, and yet this team continues to show that even with that loss, they are still one of the best, one of the deepest pitching rotations in baseball, and their bullpen's also been lights out. Right now for the Rangers, they have Nathan Eovaldi going, having the best start of his career, a 4-2 record, 1.61 ERA, 61.1 innings, 65 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 9 games, only 8 walks in 9 games. That's less than a walk per start. He's going up against Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon for his career, a 3.85 ERA. This season, 5-3 record, 3.17 ERA, 59.2 innings, 72 strikeouts. He is lining people up. He is shutting them out. The biggest concern about him is he has 24 walks in 59 innings, basically a walk every other inning. He's putting a lot of guys on base here, but overall, he's not really letting them score, and he has the offense to back him up, and they're in New York. Judge continues to do what he's doing, 16 home runs, 402 average, 44 RBIs. Give me the Yankees to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And then at 107, closing out this series, we have the 27 and 20 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West. That is the deepest. That's the most competitive division of baseball. They'll be facing off first the now 524 and 24 Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are coming off of beating the crap out of the San Diego Padres. Give them some props. This is a Blue Jays team that maybe they're starting to show some life on offense. When you look at this offensive roster, Santander, Springer, Bichette, Vlad Guerrero Jr., very underperforming offense so far this season, but the weapons are there, and they have a lot of power here. They just got to get all the bats going at the same time. Right now, the Padres, though, one of the best teams in baseball, top to bottom, offense as well as pitching. San Diego has a 55.7% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 44.3% chance. The Padres, 1.5 run favorites. The over-under here is 8.5. The Padres come in here. They are minus 115. The Blue Jays are minus 105. Toronto beat the crap out of the Padres so bad yesterday that you got to give them a shot here. Even though they are the underdogs, you have to take Toronto serious. Right now, San Diego, they're averaging 4.4 runs a game, hitting 261, 41 home runs, 36 steals, giving up 3.39 runs per game. They used to have one of the best pitching rotations in baseball. They still have a top six. It's just that number's gone up just a little bit. You still have Fernando Tatis, 296 average, 12 home runs, 27 RBIs. You have Manny Machado, 314 average. Right now, this team has a lot of weapons. They have a great starting rotation. They have a great bullpen. This is a team that is built for September, potentially for October. And then you have the Blue Jays coming in here. 3.9 runs a game, hitting 249, 40 home runs. They got to get that number up. A lot of untapped power potential. 29 steals, giving up 4.31 runs per game for the Blue Jays. They have Bowden Francis going not the best start of his career so far. 2-6 record, 5.63 ERA. He's got to get that number down, obviously. 46.1 innings. He has given up 52 hits in 46 innings, putting a lot of guys on base here. He has 36 strikeouts. He's given up 14 home runs in like 7 games. That's practically 2 home runs a game. So things are sitting right now to where the Padres can maybe get those bats going here. They have Collick going right now for the Padres, 2-1 record, a 2.33 ERA, but a small sample size, 19.1 innings, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks, so a walk every third inning. But overall, the Padres, to me, you got to rebound after that awful performance you had yesterday. What was that final score in that game? 14-0. They got shut out yesterday. So maybe that means that they're due to get some runs here. The Padres winning this one, covering the spread, but I'm actually still going to go with the under this game. And then at 3:10 p.m., we have the 30-18 Philadelphia Phillies. Right now, the Phillies having a great season so far. First place in the NL East, very competitive division. They'll be facing off first the 8-40 Colorado Rockies. Let's call Colorado what they are. They're the worst team in baseball right now. They're struggling on offense. They're struggling with their pitching. They can't really do anything right. But the Phillies, they did not let them sneak up on them yesterday. Philadelphia came out. They got a solid win yesterday. Philly heavy favorites here. This is actually the biggest spread that I've seen so far this MLB season. Phillies here, 72.3% chance to win this one. Colorado, a 27.7. The Phillies are 3.5 run favorites here. I don't think I've seen a spread that large so far this season. 10.5 over under. Philadelphia, they're minus 310. Colorado is plus 250. Philadelphia is such a heavy favorite that it's actually somewhat a little concerning. Whenever a team is that favored, it makes you wonder if they're getting set up for the upset game. Right now, the Phillies, to me, on paper, one of the best top-to-bottom offensive rosters in baseball. Schwarber right now, 17 home runs, 37 RBIs. Trey Turner hitting 305. Once they get Harper going, there's going to be a deadly lineup. 4.7 runs a game, 256 average, 46 home runs, 41 steals, giving up 3.77 runs per game. Even though the pitching has not been elite so far this season, you can mark me down as saying I do think as of right now, Philadelphia has the deepest pitching rotation in baseball when they're all fully healthy. That's obviously going to help them down the stretch. Colorado, they don't have a good offense. They don't have good pitching. Right now, they're only averaging 3.3 runs a game. That's really low when you play in Colorado, which is an offensive home field advantage usually, but not for Colorado this season. 217 average, 41 home runs, 21 stolen bases. They're getting a 5.8 runs a game. That is dead last in baseball. Colorado, very difficult place to pitch, but still 5.8. You got to get that number down. Right now, as bad as 5.8 is, you have Germán Marquez going right now for the Rockies. He's even worse so far this season. 1-6 record, a 8.78 ERA over 40 innings. He only has 21 strikeouts, 57 hits in 40 innings, 16 walks. He's not giving up very many home runs, only 4 home runs, but he's giving up everything else. Singles, doubles, triples, walks. He's getting shelled constantly. And for the Phillies, you have Suarez going. Suarez for his career, 3.47 ERA. He's not pitching that well this season, though. 2-0 record, 5.09 ERA, 17.2 innings, 17 strikeouts, but only 1 home run given up. He's not pitching his best so far, but it's a small sample size. Look for him to get things on track. I'm going to go with the Phillies winning this one. That is a massive spread there. I really hate a spread being that big. I'm going to go with the game, maybe just being a little closer here, a little lower scoring. Going to go with the plus 3.5, but I do have the Phillies winning, and I'll go with the under. And then at 3:35 p.m., we have the 22-25 Los Angeles Angels versus the 22-27 Athletics. This game's going to be in Sacramento, minor league stadium, smaller park. That could mean a lot of home runs here. Both of these teams live and feast off of the home run. Right now, the Angels, a 51.3% chance to win this one. The Athletics, a 48.7% chance. The Athletics, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 9.5. They are minus 160. The Angels are plus 135, but you have to respect the power of both teams. This game potentially has home run derby written all over it. The Angels come in, they're averaging 4 runs a game. hitting 220, 65 home runs. That is top 5 in baseball right now, home runs wise. 19 steals, giving up 5.08 runs a game. They give up a lot of runs. Right now, the Athletics are averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 251, 58 home runs. That's top 10. 21 steals, giving up 5.12 runs per game. Both of these teams hit home runs. Both of these teams have very questionable pitching staffs right now. Looking at our pitching for the game, you have Tyler Anderson going for the Angels. He has not been the problem ERA-wise for the Angels. One of their best pitchers, if not their most consistent pitcher so far this season. 2-1 record, 3.04 ERA, almost half of the team ERA. 50.1 innings, 43 strikeouts, only 38 hits in 50 innings, only 17 walks, not pitching bad at all. And for the Athletics, they have the veteran going, Luis Severino. Started out the season really good, hit a little bit of a rocky run there, but so far he's actually starting to get that ERA back down. 1-4 record, 4.22 ERA for his career, 3.8, 59.2 innings, so far staying healthy, 56 strikeouts, only 45 hits, only 4 home runs given up in 8 games. He's keeping the ball in the ballpark. That's exactly what you need when you're facing the Angels here. But I'm still going to go with the Angels here. This is one of those games. It's a 50-50 pick 'em to me. You can make a case for either team to win this one. But I'm going to go with the road team, going with that +1.5, and I'll go with the over. This next game is actually an under-the-radar tough one to call just because there's a lot of question marks when it comes to the pitchers for both of these teams. Right now at 6:40 p.m., we have the 24-26 Milwaukee Brewers versus the 17-33 Pittsburgh Pirates. Right now, Pittsburgh, they're starting to get a little bit of a run going here, but they are way under 500. They need to go on a very long winning streak, but at least they stop the bleeding. Right now, the Pirates, 39.8% chance to win. The Brewers, a 60.2% chance to win. Brewers have been hovering around 500 the entire season. Not a bad team by any means. They're actually a pretty scrappy team. Right now, the Brewers, they are going to be 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Milwaukee, they're -125. The Pirates are +105. And interesting to note, the Pirates do have the dead last statistical offense in baseball. The Brewers right now, they're averaging 4.2 runs a game, hitting 229, 41 home runs, 65 steals. That is top 7 in baseball in stolen bases. This is a smaller market team, but we all know what the Brewers are. They excel at small ball, statistical ball. They find ways to generate runs, and they're giving up 4.11 runs per game. The Pirates, they got to do something on offense. They have to find some type of way to generate something, to generate some type of spark here. They're only averaging 2.9 runs a game. That is dead last, and it's dead last by a lot. 218 average, 33 home runs, 51 steals, are going up 3.97 runs per game. It actually isn't bad pitching-wise. They are keeping these games low-scoring, keeping them close, but the offense just can't get enough to pull a win out. Right now, the Pirates are going with Mike Burrows. He hasn't pitched since last season, only threw 3.1 innings last season, which was technically his rookie year. Has not thrown an inning this year, has not thrown a pitch this year, so that's the unknown there. Will he be rusty? We haven't even really seen that much of him so far in his MLB career, and we do not have a starter announced as of right now for the Brewers. That's why I said there's big question marks here because we don't really know what's going to be on the mound for these teams. Could turn into a bullpen game. If it does, I have to give a slight edge to the Brewers here. Give me the Brewers to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 6:40 p.m., we have a AL Central versus AL Central team. We're going to have the 26-22 Cleveland Guardians, 4th in the Central right now. What a deep division. They're 26-22, and they're 4th in their own division. This division is up there right now with the NL West competing for deepest, best division in baseball. They'll be facing off versus the 33-17 Detroit Tigers. What a start to the season for them. Right now, they're first place in the Central. One of the best offenses in baseball, top 5 overall pitching team. Right now, the Tigers, 61.9% chance to win this one. Cleveland, a 38.1% chance. But you got to take Cleveland serious. Even though they're the underdogs here, you got to respect the power. You have to respect the decent pitching. Right now, the Tigers, 1.5 run favorites. The over in here is 7.5. Vegas sees this being a lower scoring game. Tigers are -135. The Guardians are +115. Right now, Cleveland are averaging 4 runs a game, hitting 234, 53 home runs. You got to respect that. 36 steals, getting a 4.12 runs per game. That's not great, but it's not bad at all. It's about average right now. And for the Tigers, 5.3 runs a game. That's a top 10 offense in baseball. 259 average, 62 home runs. That's top 8 in baseball. 20 steals, giving up 3.32 runs per game. That is a top 6 overall pitching. And we actually have a pretty solid pitching matchup from both teams. Right now, you have Tanner Beebe going for the Guardians. 3-4 record, 4.06 ERA for his career, a 3.34 ERA. 51 innings, 35 strikeouts. He's given up a couple long balls. He has given up 11 home runs so far, but overall, having a pretty solid start to the season. And then you have Jack Flaherty going for the Tigers for his career 3.56 ERA. So far this season, 2-5 record, 4.44 ERA. Not up to par with his career average, but we know he's going to get that number down. The guy is a veteran. 46.2 innings, 56 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. Cleveland, sometimes the bats are hot, sometimes they swing and miss a lot. So this is one of those games that you can also make a case for either one of these teams winning. But I have to trust the Tigers. I trust their starting pitching more. I trust their bullpen more. And I trust their offense. They're at home. Give me the Tigers to win this one to cover the spread. But I'm actually still going to go with the under here. Very low scoring game. And on MLB Network, we have an AL East matchup. We have the 16-32 Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore, just like the Blue Jays, their offense is capable of a lot more. They have a lot of home run power. They just got to get some guys on base when they hit those home runs. They got to keep the solo home runs down. They'll be facing off first the 25-26 Boston Red Sox, who had a very good series versus the Mets. Right now, Boston at home, Fenway, very difficult place to play. Red Sox, 61.1% chance to win this game. Baltimore, a 38.9. But right now, Baltimore on the road here, they have Vegas kind of giving them a little bit of a nod. Right now, Baltimore is actually 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. The Red Sox, they're minus 122. Baltimore's plus 104. Somehow, Baltimore finds themselves as the Vegas favorite. As of me making this video, things might change later on. Baltimore, they're averaging 3.8 runs a game, hitting 232, 56 home runs, a lot of power, 26 steals. You have 5.45 runs per game. That is atrocious right now. They give up a lot of runs. They don't score that many runs. And for Boston, very well-rounded on the offensive side, 4.8 runs a game, 253 average, 62 home runs, a lot of power, 50 steals, very aggressive on the base pass. They have one of the better outfields to me, 3 of the better outfield arms from left, center, and right, and they're only giving up 4.01 runs per game. That's not bad, but it's just good enough. They score enough runs to where they can win with that. Right now, they have Giolito going for the Red Sox. Very, very bad start to his season. For his career, 4.3 ERA. So far this season, he's been way off track. 101 record, 7.08 ERA. But we know due to his career performance, he's obviously going to work that number down. 20.1 innings, 17 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of home runs, basically a home run every 4 innings. He has to keep the ball in the ballpark here. Cade Povich going for the Orioles. For his career, 5.5 ERA so far this season, a 1-3 record, 5.23 ERA, 41.1 innings, 38 strikeouts. He's given up a lot of walks here, giving up a lot of base hits. He's about where his career average is, so he's kind of right on point here. Boston, very difficult for the road team. I'm going to go with the Red Sox winning this one. I'm going to go with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over. And it's 6:45 p.m. We have the 24-24 Atlanta Braves versus the 22-27 Washington Nationals. Right now, the Nationals a 40.8% chance to win this one. Atlanta a 59.2% chance. This is a game that was postponed yesterday, so we did touch on this game yesterday. We have the same pitchers going today. Right now, Atlanta, don't forget, they started out the season 0-7. I said there was absolutely zero reason to panic. All this was without their best pitcher, without their best hitter. They were going to fight their way back, and once they get going, they're going to be a very hard team to stop. Since they started out 0-7, they've gone 24-17. This team is rolling right now. Very competitive team. You don't want to play them, but also don't underestimate the Washington Nationals. The Nationals are actually a very competitive team. A lot of very close losses here. They can compete with you so close where they can pull off the upset. Right now, the Braves, 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 7.5. Atlanta, they're minus 160. Washington is plus 135. The Braves are averaging 4.1 runs a game, 247 average, 50 home runs, 31 steals, giving up 3.75 runs per game. That pitching starting to get going. For the Nationals, very competitive with their offense. 4.3 runs a game, hitting 241, 50 home runs, 49 steals, very balanced. It's the pitching, though. 5.28 runs per game. That has been awful this season. It hasn't been good at any point. Trevor Williams getting the nod on the mound for the Nationals. 2-5 record, 5.91 ERA. He's up there with one of the bad pitchers. But let's make it clear. He's better than the way that he's been pitching, but he has not been pitching good. He's been consistently bad this entire season. 45.2 innings, 38 strikeouts. One thing he is doing is he's not giving up that many home runs. Then you have the young guy, Smith Shawver, going for his career 2.9 ERA, but a very, very small sample size of work this season. 3-2 record, 2.33 ERA, 38.2 innings, 40 strikeouts. I did pick the Braves to win this game yesterday. Same pitchers going today. Give me the Braves to win it, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And our final game, guys, I'm not going to lie, I kind of went back and forth on this one. This is a really good game. If you are up when this game happens, make sure to watch it at 8:10 p.m. We have the 28-20 Seattle Mariners, first place in the AL West versus the second place in the AL West, the 25-24 Houston Astros, who have pretty much been hovering around 500 the entire season. Both of these teams are very talented teams. Both of these teams have really good pitching. Right now, Seattle, 41.8% chance to win this game. Houston at home, a 58.2% chance to win this game, but it's the Mariners. 1.5 run favorites. The over here is 8.5. Seattle comes in here, 4.7 runs a game, 236 average. It's what they can do on offense. They're so balanced on offense. 66 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 47 steals. Very aggressive on the offense side. When things are rolling their way with the bats, there's a very difficult team to spot. Once they get Rodriguez going, there's going to be a really deadly lineup, and they're only giving up 3.62 runs per game. One of those teams that has a good offense, and they also complement it with a very talented pitching staff. For the Astros, though, they've had a lot of injuries throughout the season. Altuve, Alvarez. Alvarez should be coming back soon. When he comes back, he's going to be that spark on the offensive side. They're averaging 4 runs a game, 246 average. This is a veteran team. A lot of experience here, 45 home runs, 24 steals, giving up 3.48 runs per game. You know that the Astros are always going to have good pitching. That's the way it's been for the last close to a decade now. They have Lance McCullers Jr. going. When this guy's on, he's one of the better pitchers in baseball. He's been completely off this entire season. Small sample size, but you know what he's capable of because we've seen it for about 7-8 years now. So far this season, 0-1 record, 7.88 ERA, 8 innings, 6 strikeouts. It's a small sample size, so you really can't put anything into that. It means absolutely nothing. We know this guy for his career is a sub 3.5 ERA pitcher. And then you have George Kirby going for Seattle. He hasn't thrown an inning, hasn't thrown a pitch this season. This is one of those games where, to me, it's a 50-50 pick. I'm not personally going to bet on this game. Let me make that clear. I think it's too close. I'm not comfortable going either way. I don't bet if I don't feel comfortable in it. I got to feel confident that one of the teams is going to win. But I'm going to go with Seattle winning this one. But I'm going to go with them winning it by 1 run. So I go Seattle win, but going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. Guys, that's our predictions. That's our best bets for all of our baseball games we have coming up for Thursday, May 22nd. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to join one of our member teams, look down at the pinned comment below. You can sign up there. I would definitely appreciate that. And thanks for watching.